This one?
Yep.
Okay. Well, we're going to introduce it.
Take off the...
Take a look.
Oh, you want to take a look? I'll pull it up on my phone here.
All right. So if you didn't know, it's Wrestling 20 Questions. I'm going to have to answer yes or no questions. And trying to guess this wrestler here. You want me to put down the questions, like how many questions? So then,
yeah, if you want to take the kind of the lead of how many you actually did, because I won't be able to.
If you didn't know, in this Wrestling 20 Questions is I gotta ask 20 yes or no questions, and I get 3 hints to try to guess this wrestler that Robert Wheeler Gaming has entered. I'm gonna move this way because he always says I cheat, which I don't. So I'm just that good.
So with the rules of this game is basically Dark Knight has 20 questions to be able to answer the wrestler that I chose. He gets 3 hints of anything of my choosing to hopefully help stump him for not being able to guess it, but he has 20 questions, and then on the 20th question he has to be able to guess who it is.
Yeah, so I don't get any more yes or no.
So we will kick it off with your first question.
All right. Did this wrestler wrestle in the 80s and 90s?
Now, are you asking for both, like, decades or a portion?
I will say, so I will repeat the question. Did this person wrestle pre-Attitude Era? So before 98 or 97 or whatever? The Attitude Era?
I believe yes.
Okay.
Let me just double check, but I believe so, yeah.
He wrestled before it?
Yeah.
Okay. Is this wrestler got its fame in the 80s?
No.
Okay. So it's a 90s wrestler. Is the highest belt that this person got was a mid-tier?
No.
So did this person ever win a world title?
Yes.
Okay, so it won a world title. Was this world title the WWE or World Heavyweight Champion?
WWE or World Heavyweight? Yes.
Yes? Okay. Because then that eliminates ECWs.
ECW.
Has this person appeared in another promotion? So like TNA, AEW,
no.
WCW?
He's predominantly
WWF.
Predominantly been a WWF guy.
Has this person ever been in a tag team?
Yes.
Is this person predominantly known as a tag team?
Yes, he was predominantly known as a tag team. Well, now I just said he, so I gave you a clue.
And then he branched off into singles?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What question you on?
I'm on question 9.
Okay.
I will use one hint.
One hint? He was starting out was not part of a tag team, and that's all I got.
So he started out not part of a tag team.
Not like part of a big tag team.
So then he probably won his title then, and then they put him in his tag team now. Okay. That did not help. But, is this person wrestling today?
No.
Okay. And wrestling today means even in the other...
Like currently active or something like that? No.
Even in like TNA or AEW or
no.
like that. Okay, so they're not wrestling today. Is this person known as Well, I'll put it this way: did this person have multiple gimmicks, like different personas?
Well, I would say starting out he did, because trying to find his character. So I would say, yeah, he had multiple personas because, like starting out, you typically didn't just start out as who popular you are. So yeah, I would say he had different.
Okay, did this person wrestle at a Royal Rumble and changed into the multiple personas?
What do you mean by that?
Which means that he got thrown out as one persona, went underneath the ring, changed his outfit to another persona, came out as that persona.
No, if you're thinking like a Mick Foley, no.
Yeah, that's what I was
like
thinking.
Like a Dude Love, Cactus Jack, no. Mm-hmm. But like what I'm thinking multiple personas is like, let's say you started off as a jobber and you're just like, Robert Wheeler Gaming. Wow. And then you come in there and you're like Super Robert Wheeler
I was
Gaming,
also thinking it would be something like Izem Yankum DDS, and then you turn it into the fake Kane or fake Diesel.
Yeah,
you turn it to Kane.
But that would be multiple personas, but not multiple personas of like you wrestled and you changed into Dude Love, something like that. No.
So since I'm on question 12, I will use my second hint.
Okay. Predominantly a tag team during the Attitude Era.
So then, how did he go on and win a world title? Was it prior? Predominantly a tag team during the Attitude Era.
This should give it to you, so.
It doesn't give it to me, though. Predominantly a tag team during a Attitude Era.
And now you have one last
hint, yes.
Hint.
All right,
and then you're on question, what, 13?
No, I'm on question 12.
12? Okay.
Yeah. So you said during the Attitude Era, he was predominantly a tag team.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that maybe he won the title after Attitude Era. So I'm thinking, okay, so when this person was in the tag team, did this person have an agency for them to fight people and like drink beer? You had to knock on their door to come in.
Yes.
Okay. I know it's one of the two. Okay. So I'm going to say, did this person say damn a lot?
Well, I mean, depending how you would want to put it.
Like when you say
on screen, maybe
no, like on screen, like when you called his name, he went damn.
No.
Okay, so then it's the other one. All right. So was this person when he was in the Attitude Era part of the Ministry of Darkness?
Yes.
Okay. I know who it is. I'm going to go do more clues to make sure. Okay, when this person did a singles match, did he have a big feud with Eddie Guerrero?
Ooh. Let me check.
Oh, then it might not be it if you have to check it. Because that would have been one of his predominant ones.
Yes.
Okay. So then that's something. Okay, I would just go on a limb and use my last hint, which I pretty much this is just verifying all my people.
Okay, so last hint, he is in the Hall of Fame.
Is he in the Hall of Fame now? I didn't know. Is he? I wonder what year he's in the Hall of Fame then.
You sure it's the guy you're thinking of? Then
it is the guy I'm thinking of.
If he's in the Hall of Fame,
I don't remember him being in the Hall of Fame. I know his partner's in the Hall of Fame, and he did it. I didn't know if he was in the Hall of Fame. Huh. That's news. Side note, this doesn't count on that. What year in the Hall of Fame was he?
Is that your question, or
No, it's just the side.
I believe it's 2020.
So it was more recent. Okay. Did this person have? Let's see. Did this person have as his finishing move the clothesline from hell?
I don't know if it was branded as that, but he did have a clothesline.
Yeah.
As his finisher move.
That's 15. Okay, so
if you know it, I mean, you don't want to try to take the record of me when I was able to guess it real
well, I'm
quick.
already past what the record is because you did it in like 9 or 10 questions. I'm already on 16, so. But I'm going to go and guess it because I'm pretty much, with all the questions I've asked, I pretty much got it.
Okay.
If it's not this person, then you threw me into a loop and I had to congratulate you. But this person is one half of APA. His name is Justin Bradshaw Layfield, and he had a big feud with Eddie Guerrero. So I'm going with JBL.
You, sir, are correct. I did not know you were going to get this one, but I wanted to give you one that was like, you know, because I'm usually picking these 80s guys and modern one, but by giving you the clue that he was predominantly tag team during the...
That did not help.
What ended up helping that, like, made you figure out that you were for certain that it was JBL? Because when I'll tell you the backstory of it. When I went to choose it, I said he had to have won at least one title, like, in his career. So, you know, because then if you're like, oh, is he a world champ? Yeah, he's only won it one time, so he's only been a world champion. He beat Eddie Guerrero at the Great American Bash for the world title. That I didn't know, but I was also wondering if you were going to say if he had a feud with John Cena. Another thing,
I don't remember his feud with John Cena.
Yeah, the U.S. title was with John Cena. The one thing, too, I did not know about him that I was waiting for you to ask, he's a Grand Slam champion, which I did not know.
I didn't know that.
He won the IC title after his run as a world champion. But what was weird, though, is he held the world title or WWE title, whichever one it was, for almost a year.
Yeah.
So it was like
he held it for a long time because he had a big feud with Eddie Guerrero.
That's what was crazy. But what do you think? So what was the clue that gave it?
You were saying it was a like he was known predominantly as a tag team. I could not figure it out because I was thinking that he won the world title in the 80s and then became like they put him together as a tag team in the 90s.
It could have been Edge or Christian.
No, for the Attitude Era, so that threw me off. And then when you were saying that, when I asked if he was like predominantly known as a tag team, you said yes.
It could have been Edge or Christian.
I know. So I'm throwing up all these ones there.
So sorry. Before we jump in, so he won the title in 2004, but his last championship to be like the Grand Slam, he beat CM Punk for the Intercontinental title in 2009. So that's how he won his
Grand Slam.
That's what I was saying. It's like later on he ended up winning it. But yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so then I was asking the questions of, you know, did he win a world title? You said yes. So then I was trying to figure out, okay, was it pre-attitude, post-attitude? And then you said he wasn't wrestling today, so then that threw her off. There, I was leaning towards more of Mankind because when I asked about the personas, you said yes, and so I thought that it was Mankind. So that's why I was asking if he changed it during Royal Rumble. So I didn't know who he was at that time because I thought it was Mankind because I thought it was going to be Dude Love, Cactus Jack, and then so when I asked if he changed it and you said no, then I was like, okay, well, who else was it during it?
Remember, he started it off roughly as Justin Hawk Bradshaw.
Yeah, because he was part of the Blackjacks.
Then he had the APA, and then he came out as the JBL with the with the car, and he had multiple personas.
Yeah, no,
that's why
you're right with that.
That's why I was trying to explain.
I was just trying to think of it more of
not like a multiple personas at one time. That's why I was like, because even John Cena started out as like the prototype.
Yeah,
but
I was thinking more of Mankind at that time, and then when you said no, then I was like, okay, well, who else could it be? That was a predominant tag team during that time, and so I was leaning towards, like Edge and Christian, or
Edge and Christian, Edge and Christian,
Edge, and then when I said if they joined the Ministry of Darkness, you said yes. Then the only tag team that was part of the Ministry of Darkness was
Edge and Christian.
I don't think that they were part of the Ministry of Darkness.
They were part of some kind of...
Because they were the Brood.
They were part of the Brood, but I can't remember if they were ever joined. Because I thought that was funny, though, when you talked about that they had their own agency. I totally forgot about that. The APA.
Yeah, so then when I was like, okay, so the APA, so then I was trying to figure out, when I thought it was the APA, I was trying to figure out which APA person it was. So I said, did they have an agency during the thing? Because they had the Alkalite Protection Agency. And then when I said, damn, because they would always say Farouk, and he'd come up and go, damn.
But remember, though, he won the title in like the 80s, I believe it was.
Farouk
70s or 80s.
The WCW World title as Ron Simmons. So he should be a Grand Slam. Or
I think he won it.
Because I don't think he won the IC belt or one of the mid-card belts.
I don't think so.
He only won a world title.
I think he won world title after that. But, you got to give also Ron Simmons credit for taking on, being this part of the tag team and the gimmick to help Bradshaw kind of... Because, you think he's later in his career to be able to help Bradshaw kind of develop his character and be good. Like, you got to give Ron Simmons credit for... A lot of people don't.
He was the first Black World Champion.
I'm not even thinking about that though. But
no, but I was thinking, so you saw his accolade with going into
how he developed.
Then he did with the Nation of Domination and how it's a predominant Black
because you could think too, he could have been like, I don't want this young nobody, and then they came up with this whole tag team, this whole gimmick, and he became even more popular than he was when he was in the Nation of Domination and thing like that.
And so still wrestling. Being older than most of the ones that were in APA.
So to be able to, nobody gives him credit to be able to say, bringing Bradshaw on the ropes and being able to help him wrestle and do things that, to help him develop his character. I think you got to give Ron Simmons some credit for at least helping Bradshaw.
And so after I knew it wasn't Ron Simmons, I knew it was Bradshaw. But I had to make sure that it was. So that's why I was asking if he had a feud with Eddie Guerrero, because that was his number one predominant feud. Because if you remember,
at the Great
Eddie
American
Guerrero
Bash
would come out with the Lowriders with Chavo, and then JBL would go and damage the car, and then he'd come out with his car with the horns, longhorn horns on there, and come out with, he is a financial guru and all this kind of stuff like that, and come out with his money. He was good as a heel, never good as a baby face.
He was also one of those that only won the title one time. So he's
held it for a long time. Make it seem like
because he beat Brock Lesnar for the title, I believe, at WrestleMania. But it was when I was looking for, they had some good choices. But I might use one next time, because I was leaning on another person to choose. And I was like, that one would be a good one too. But I was like, that one you'd probably easily get.
Yeah.
So I might choose that one for next time.
That's what happens when I was asking ChatGPT the certain wrestlers and stuff. And they gave me a list of it. And I'm like, this person's way too easy to guess. He'd probably guess that. This one's too easy to guess. Probably guess that. So, but I'm like, the list was kind of good, but I was like, but see, it's hard for you to try to stump my mind palace of the wrestling one, because
look, I'll give you two of these guys I'm not going to choose, but I want to give
that you forget and because choose them next time.
How I told you, I'll give you the three that they outside of who they gave me. Yokozuna.
Okay, that would have been a good one,
but I was like, that one's kind of.
No, that would have been a good one.
That would have been a good one, but I also think it would kind of. It's one of those where it's like, I've been choosing like a lot of 80s, early 90s guys.
Yeah, but I mean that's the predominant one that I know that it's harder for you to guess. But that would have been good. I probably would have been able to guess it.
I think you still would have. This person you probably would have got too, Sheamus.
Oh, I don't know. That's a kind of
he won. One. They said he beat John Cena in 7 minutes. So he has a lot of career feuds.
Yeah, but that one would have probably been like that. Probably would have taken me to almost towards the end.
And then somebody else that they said who is wrestling today, Finn Balor. He's won.
Finn. I may have been able to get Finn Balor.
And you remember he was the first Universal Champion before he got injured, and he never got it.
Who did he get injured by? Seth freaking Rollins. Rollins ended Sting's career and ended Finn Balor's career at the beginning.
So they gave me 2 other ones that I thought was interesting too. Eddie Guerrero.
Eddie Guerrero would have been good. It would have been easy.
So Eddie Guerrero
is a Grand Slam champion.
No, but he won the title from Brock Lesnar and then lost to JBL pretty much the same year.
Yeah.
Because they both fought in 2004. And then Kevin Nash they were going to give me as well. Because his one Nash title reign in 94 to 95.
Kevin Nash would have been good, but it probably would have been Kevin Nash out of all those ones, Kevin Nash would have probably been the easiest one.
Mm-hmm.
Yokozuna would have probably been second.
Yeah.
But Sheamus would have been a good one.
Sheamus I was thinking of too, because I was like, he semi-wrestles today.
Yeah.
Because he's not on. He's somewhat on TV. I mean, he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
But I was also wondering. I was like, how that would be an easy one.
That would have been. That would have been a tough one because a lot of the time and I'm going to give you my what they said Achilles heel, which some people say Aqueous, which was
Aqueous heel.
But, the whole John Cena's era, the attitude, or not the attitude, but the
ruthless
aggression era, I blacked out on most of that.
So next time I'm giving you.
So I said I don't remember because a lot of that blends in. So I don't really remember those eras that had to break that one down.
Like the Miz winning the title and stuff like that.
Yeah, and because a lot of the times there I was just bored with the wrestling at that time, and so I'd watch on occasion and be like, "Oh, this person's champion!" Because when the Rated R Superstar Edge ended up getting
I didn't think Edge at the time was a good.
Yeah, I don't think he would have
world
made it
champion. Why would you give it an Edge? That's weird. But the crazy thing about that though is both Edge and Christian are probably the best tag team of all time because they also had better solo careers.
And I actually liked Christian better than Edge. I thought Christian would have made a better champion.
I thought his move was funnier. The prettier. I thought that was always funny.
Yeah.
But
so I always liked Christian better than Edge.
But the reason why too is you got to think even when you look at Edge this time, it's kind of like his skills were not. He was a good wrestler before he took off as the Rated R Superstar. And it was basically I'm good on the mic, but then I don't refine my skills in the ring.
Same with the Hardy Boys. I never saw Jeff Hardy as a world champion when he won it.
You always saw Matt Hardy.
I saw Matt Hardy that could have the
even though he's broken. Delete.
But it's it ended up doing it where they gave more of Jeff Hardy the push
because he was the more popular one at the time.
Matt Hardy was more mid tier. That's why he'd only have the mid tier. But
20 questions.
I got that correct on there. So
that's interesting.
Were you able to guess it before me? Put that in the comments below. But this is the best wrestling game on the internet. But like always, I'm Dark Knight 316. That's Robert Wheeler Gaming. And we'll see you on the next episode of Tackles and Takedowns and the next episode of Wrestling 20 Question. We'll see you.
Take it easy, guys.
Yep.
God bless you.
See you.